Yo, welcome back. This is LJ, and this is another episode of What I Miss. And in this episode, What I Miss, I want to talk about payphones. Now you don't see payphones. If you do, the establishment is really old and they just haven't knocked it down or whatever the case may be. You usually don't see payphones. You might see the structure. They might be like how it was made, but you won't have a phone there. And man, payphones used to be our cell phones back in the day. And when you say, like, we used to go to the mall, or we go out to, like, go see our friends, or go out to stores or somewhere, like a game or something, and you didn't have the money to call them because payphone was like 25 cents until, like, right before cell phones started kicking off. I think it moved up to like 50 cents or 35 cents or something like that. But if you couldn't call on a payphone, you would collect calls. And back in the day, when you used to collect calls somebody, they would ask you what your name is, and then the person would hear your name, and then they would choose or not if they want to take the message. So what we used to do back in the day, because we had to be creative with letting our mom or parents or whoever was picking us up know, they'd be like, "What's your name?" And you would say your message real quick right there, like, "Say your name. Hey mom, I'm at the mall. Can you come pick me up real quick? Thank you, bye." Click. And your parents would hear that message and be like, "No, I don't want to accept," but they'll know where you at. So we used to pull that all the time. And the thing about payphones that used to be great was it was cheap too. Like, it used to be like 25 cents, and then I think like right before cell phones like really kicked off, it moved up to 35 cents. But think about it. A quarter is easy to carry around to make a call. Now, when you used to make long distance calls, you used to have to put in like $1 or something, but it would tell you before it got to that point, like, insert more money now, and then you can stay on your call. But man, the cons of having a payphone back in the day was, one, sometimes they would be outside or somewhere where you trying to stay in until, like, say the payphones was outside of the building. But if you walk out the building is closed, so you can't get back in. So now you stuck outside until your parents come. And you never know who's outside in the building sometimes. Just because it's a payphone there don't always mean that stuff ain't shady and people ain't waiting and watching. So sometimes that will happen. There's other times where, like, you will find a payphone and you will pick it up, and right on the inside of the payphone where your ear and mouth go, it'd be all kind of gum and gunk and all kind of crap. And you just be like, ugh, like, ugh. 1-800 collect. Hey, my mom at so-and-so, can you come pick me up? Oh, this thing is nasty. Click. Stuff like that. So, but payphones used to be fun. The other thing about payphones, you didn't have to worry about clicking over, but you did have to worry about somebody standing in line. Like, people would be waiting in line for you to get off the payphone. And like, you ain't gonna see that now. You would never see that now. If there's any more working payphones in this country, I would be surprised. Anywhere. Because now cell phones are so prevalent. But yeah, payphones used to be our cell phones back in the day. And I miss them because there's times when your cell phone don't always work. They can at least have a payphone somewhere just situated just in case you need to use it. I just want them to make sure them things are clean, because COVID is out, herpes, and all the STDs, and whoever knows what else is out there now. So just make sure they clean off, but you could still have something around, because you never know. Like these storms that be coming through Florida, your cell phone don't always work, especially if you're in an area where it's already spotty service. If you had a payphone sitting right there, you can make the call and be straight. Do you miss cell phones? How many of y'all payphones? Excuse me. How many of y'all ever seen a payphone? Because I know this young generation don't know what I'm talking about right now. Don't know what I'm talking about right now. But if you ever had to use a payphone, you remember what it was like. You remember having to look at it and see if it was gunk on it or not, and then you can make your call, putting your $2 and a nickel in, or your quarter in. Everybody try to use. There's people who try to pay using a payphone with pennies, and pennies never work in payphones, so it's just a whole bunch of pennies in the little coin slot sometimes, or sometimes the coin slot would be so jammed with coins that it wouldn't work at all. Then on a very off case, the payphone might work and you don't have to pay for it because there's so many coins in there. So who knows? But yeah, I miss payphones, man. They used to be very convenient. But sometimes they was not always located in a good spot. But if you had them on the inside of businesses, that was the best place to have them, because that way they can make calls and then they don't have to come up there and bug you. But anyway, that's my episode about what I miss. I miss payphones. If anybody don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna put a picture up there to show you what payphones used to look like. Till then, catch me in the next one. I'm out, y'all. Peace.